Hey traders, Marcello here, founder of the Day Trading Academy. Today we're going to be talking about, or answering I should say, the questions you have for our master traders.
Hey Camilo, so obviously you can make a ton of money day trading futures, but your main focus should be your discipline and making those good decisions in the market, because if you can do that on a consistent basis, then really you can do your own math with the contract size and the amount of points you can pull out of it every day.
Camilo, that largely depends on how much time you have available, how volatile the market is, what is your level of confidence and consistency, but I would say anywhere from a handful of points every day to thousands and even tens of thousands of dollars if the market's moving well and if you're well prepared to take advantage of that.
I haven't really looked at it on a percent return, but and I just went over this in class, with a $2,500 account, I could easily see, after a few years experience, making $50,000 a year from a $2,500 account. I don't know what that is in terms of percentage, but it's pretty decent. That's the most you're risking, is $2,500.
Camilo, the return it obviously depends on your capital, but the people that come in are looking to turn $3,000 or $5,000 into $1 million right away. Of course, that would be a great return on your investment, but it's not realistic right away. So the base is that you can make a lot of money in futures and you can make a really good return on your investment, but you have to trade within your means. So if you have a small account, that means trading small. And once you do get this and you become profitable, your returns are much better than you could index trading, index funds and stuff like that. So yeah, it's hard to put an actual percentage on it, but you can make really good returns trading futures because it's a derivative product and it's leveraged.
So the question, Camilo, is what kind of returns can you make on your money trading? I think this is a very subjective answer that anybody can give you, because it obviously depends on the trader, it depends on the market, and it depends on if you're going to make mistakes or not. So the rules of our strategy, for example, make $100 a day on average, right? Obviously, CFTC disclosure, I got to be honest with you guys that previous results aren't indicative of future results. Just because the strategy makes that doesn't mean that you guys can make that as well, because obviously you guys can make mistakes, you guys can do things differently than us, etc., etc. So that isn't guaranteed, and also it's risky, right? So you don't want to bet your mortgage money on it. But obviously you can make a ton of money trading. I mean, it's obvious. That's why a lot of you guys want to be traders, right? Because you can make a lot of money. So the key or the goal in this industry is not to make money, it's to make the right decisions. Because once you understand the market and once you really understand the structure of how it behaves, you can make as much money as you want. So at the end of the day, I can't give you guys an exact amount, because I've seen traders make tens of thousands of dollars on a live account. I've seen traders make just a few $100s or even $10 a week. So there's a really, really big range, and it really depends on a lot of things. At the end of the day, I think you can say you can make a much higher return than whatever other investment you guys can find in the industry today with the lower interest rates. And that's really kind of what I would consider the returns that you can make be.
As far as average return, it's going to vary by trader. I mean, there's traders that make, for instance, they can't even outperform the S&P 500, but I believe if you're a real trader, you're going to be outperforming the S&P 500 or any kind of index for that matter. So it's going to vary trader to trader. That's really kind of a question that I can't answer. It's going to be independent to your abilities, how often you trade. Obviously, if you trade more, you'll have possibly a larger risk. It's going to really depend. So that's kind of how I'd answer that question.
The return a trader can make is just depending on his profitability in points. So you just take the points, and then the beauty of trading is that you don't need to double your time investment in order to increase your return. So if you are profitable and if you are feeling comfortable trading a bigger trading a bigger account, you can increase your position size, you can increase your results. So in theory, and that's just in theory, a return is just your choice of leverage, your choice of position size, and your risk in relation to your account.